Margie, this is the Global Digest think tank group. Why don't you briefly introduce to our audience, please, Margie?
My name is Maciej Pawłowski. I'm an expert on migration and Mediterranean issues, economics and politics of Mediterranean country from both sides. From the Southern Europe, like Spain, Italy, or Greece, and North Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Sudan also. I'm also working as a representative of the Polish Trade and Investment Agency in Algiers. So I work with a business in this area. I live there since 2020. At first 1 year in Egypt, now 3 years in Algeria. I visited majority of North African country. I haven't been only to Libya because of the civil war there. But Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, yes, I know very well. I visited. And in Sub-Saharan Africa, I've been also to Senegal. And I published 3 books in Poland. First, the title, the English version of title, the translation of title is The Countries of Chronic Crisis, the social, economic and social political crisis of Spain, Italy, and Greece in the period of 2008-2020. It was published by the Polish Institute of International Affairs when I used to work before going abroad. Last year, I published a book about the Christian migrants from South Sudan who are living in Egypt. And now I'm preparing a book about the North Africa, about the migration to Europe. The title will be The Gate to Europe. And I started with the podcast with the same name. Unfortunately, majority of my activity is in Polish. But I also have published some articles in Spanish press, in Algerian press, and I'm open for cooperation in all over the world.
Right, excellent. You did a lot of activities. So you are based right now in Algeria or Poland?
Yes, because I'm representing Polish business there.
So you are in Algeria.
Yes.
You work mainly for North African migration topics?
Yes, that's my specialization. Of course, all Polish people, I know a lot about Ukrainian migration because it's our daily experience. But on this issue about the Eastern politics and the war on Ukraine, etc., they are much better experts than me in Poland. I'm specialized in Mediterranean issues.
I don't know why is there any Polish interest in North Africa because or you are on behalf of European Union, you are working for Algeria in North Africa, or I don't know, Polish is not part of Mediterranean, politics, right? Polish is Eastern Europe or Northeastern Europe,
Yes,
or how do you consider?
We are not a key player in this region, of course, but we are 21st world economy, and our economics is based on exportation. So we are promoting our exportation in all over the world, and also in North Africa we see some markets. They are not easy, they are difficult, and of course we are not in top 5 players, so like France, like China, United States, Italy, Spain, but we are doing our best to sell our products also in Northern African countries. We consider ourselves as a Central Europe. Because you see, yes, because if we look at the map, the center of Europe is in the city called Łódź, which is in the center of Poland. So we are the heart of Europe. Yes, maybe it sounds a little bit egocentric, but always our temptation was to be the part of the Western world. We were in the 19th century colonized by Russia, also by Germany, by Russia, and by Austria. And then after the World War II, we were in the socialist camp, but it was also a part of colonization. It was not because of our will, but we were forced to do. And we have very, very bad experiences with Russia. They destroyed our economy, they made brutal repressions. So in the 1989, when there was the opportunity, we did everything possible to join the Western world. And that's why, to show that we are different than them, we explain that we are a Central Europe or Central Eastern Europe, not the Eastern Europe.
I see. So Ukraine is Eastern Europe then.
Ukraine is still an Eastern Europe, but you see, this war, what they are waging with, they were attacked, yes, but they were attacked because they want to also to make a geopolitical change. They want to join European Union, and they also want to describe this, their self as a Central Europe, not as a East. In general, you will probably not find any neighbor of Russia who would be satisfied about this neighborhood. In general, Russia is an imperial state, which is, I can say metaphorically, eating all neighbors. Yes, so except of China, which is only neighbor who is stronger. Yes, but in general, all neighbors who are weaker, who are smaller, try to find other alliances to be independent, because with Russia, cooperation win-win is impossible.
I see. So Central Europe may be, as you said, Poland will be Central Europe, and Hungarian, they are also Central Europe, right? How many countries?
Algeria is North Africa.
Yes, I mean Hungarian also Central Europe.
Hungarian, they are also in Central Europe. That's the only country in the region now which cooperates with Russia, and we see them as a traitors, frankly speaking. Why I can explain this difference because of in the case of Hungary. They are the mountains in the border between Poland and Czech and Slovakia. And in the military way, the Hungarians, which are after these mountains, they feel protected. They don't have, they are not afraid that they will be in the future attacked by Russia. And Russia is building a atomic factory of atomic energy there. So that's why the issues why they are cooperate with Russians. They have some territorial disputes with Ukraine also, and they find their politics that they are in the middle between of the influences of Germany, Turkey, and Russia, and they want to play the role to play with all of those three strong countries. To be in the middle of them. That's the Hungarian way of do the politics. It's a little bit exotic in our region because the other countries are strongly attached to the Western world. But also you see, if in Hungary in the future will change the government, it's very likely that also this foreign policy will change.
Let's see. Hungary is a little bit different from other European countries, right?
Also, even historically, because you see, they have different origins. There they speak different language, because majority of Central European countries are from the ethnic group of Slavic people. Hungarians, like Finland people, their origins. Their origins are in Mongolia. When the Genghis Khan came to the Europe, some of his soldiers came to Finland, some to Hungary, and there is even in Siberia in the Russia a tribe which is also called Hungarian, and they speak the same language, but from the past. Yes. So yes, that's the very curious issue.
So it means Hungary is closer to Siberia and Asia.
And somehow, from about the 2000 years, they live where they live now in Central Europe. But genetically, their origins are in Siberia.
What about Russian? Russian are Slavic country, Slavic speaking people, isn't it?
In general, but also the way of ruling the country is the way designed by Genghis Khan. Russia were established in about 8th or 9th century by Vikings, by Scandinavian pirates. Then came the Genghis Khan. And the Genghis Khan says, I think you know more than me, he had a very, very, very brutal way of governing. Yes, for example, he put all the people near to the circle of the vehicle, and all heads which were higher than the vehicle were cut. And the others were educated to be good Mongols, yes? And this way of thinking about brutality, about waging war, about killing the opposition is still strongly present in Russian way of governing the country. And people accept it. And that's why also we are different, because in our culture, in Central Europe, in Poland, in Czech Republic, we are strongly attached to the liberty. So if you will come to Poland, you will see it very well, because we are a nation which is strongly individualistic. And if we have a proverb that if you find 4 Polish people, they will have 5 opinions. In our region, there is impossible to have for a long time authoritarian regime without any rebels. When there was a socialism, every 10 years there was a huge strike, a huge demonstration, and there was working the opposition. And that's the difference between us and Russia, because in Russia, no matter how kind of repression the government will put, the people will accept it.
See, so that is European politics, right? And
yeah.
So you are in Algeria. How's the migration issue different from Ukraine migration in Poland and North African migration in Europe? So how did you feel differences and what are challenges?
Yes, you see, at first in Ukraine now, there is a migration because of the war. And that's the premier issue. In North Africa, the situation of countries is politically stable and they are secure, but people are migrating because of economic issues. They want to have a better job. They want to earn money to live in their own flat, or to rent a flat, not to live with parents, which in North Africa for majority of people is impossible. And also there is an issue of personal liberty, because and it's not even issue of the control of state, but of the control of parents of the society. Yes, that in North Africa, if they want to make a party or make some relations, men with women or something others, they are strictly controlled by society and by their parents, even if they are 40 years old. In Europe, it doesn't exist. You do whatever you want if you don't disrupt to other people. Yes, so that's also the issue when they are coming to Europe. The Ukrainians, they have this personal liberty in their society. So the migration is mainly because of the war, somehow because of economic issues, but now not mostly. Yes. The situation, the level of life before war in Ukraine was a little bit higher than in North African countries. As now it's diminished, but but still in their personal life they were more economically independent.
I see many African country also, conflict, war, and conflict, civil war, and a lot of
In Libya,
fighting.
in North Africa, is in Libya. Yes, that's the one country. Other countries are secure. In Libya, there is still since 2011 the civil war, and in sub-Saharan African countries, yes, like Chad, like Burkina Faso, like Niger, there were coup d'état, like Sudan, which from its independence in the 50s there is still civil war. That's true. So that's how it's similar to Ukrainian situation. But in North Africa, when we talk about North Africa, the only country which is unstable is Libya.
So right now you are directly dealing with migrant issue, or you did not deal directly?
It depends. You see, in my daily profession, I'm dealing with business. But also, as in Poland, I used to work as a political analyst, so I still publishing articles and making research with my free time about the migration. And you see, in North Africa, even the business is related to migration because majority of people do a lot of effort to come to Europe to receive visas, even to visit, to see the stuff that is inaccessible in their countries. And there are many even funny situations when the serious businessmen are ready to make a deal or simulate a deal just to go to Europe and to make a possibility to make trips. Is the issue that most of Western countries even cannot imagine. In Poland, I understand it a little bit because when we were a socialist country, we also have this kind of temptation to go to the West to buy clothes and other stuff which are not accessible. And the same mechanism used to exist. I remember the grandmother of my ex-wife, who in the 80s and 70s used to go to trips to sell everything which was in Poland, which was cheaper than abroad, and from abroad buy everything which was inaccessible in Poland and sell it after in our local market. So this kind of mechanism still exists in North African countries, especially in those which economics are protectionist and closed, like Algeria, where a lot of issue cannot come in a legal way, so the people comes to Europe, buy the things, take it with their luggage, and then sell or give to the relatives. And then that's how this mechanism exists. And in general, in many issues, Algeria now is similar to the Poland in the end of 80s, beginning of the 90s. Yes, there's the country which start to go out from the socialist system, but they didn't go out in 100%. They still stuck a little bit in socialism.
So you are doing both, doing business as well as migration issue. So you are doing both things. Maybe you work for private business or you are working for the government.
I'm working for the Polish government. I'm promoting the exportation, but I'm promoting the exportation of private companies. Yes, because the Polish government support the Polish exporters, and you see, probably you will not guess how the Poland is called in European Union is according to economic issues. We are called the China of Europe.
Really?
And why? Because like in China, they produce majority of stuff which exist in the world markets. In Poland, we are producing majority of things that exist is needed in the foreign markets as well. The difference is that we are only producing the issues with the high quality goods. In China, you know, sometimes high quality, sometimes very low quality. In Poland,
Right.
we are making the high quality goods, and from majority of the sectors, none of the exporting sectors doesn't surpass 6% of our exportations. So it's very diversified. If there is crisis in some sector, we have other sectors which will make us be calm. Yes, we not depend to any one sector. We are very diversified in economic issues.
So you want to say Poland is biggest manufacturing countries in Europe, or a very big competitor compared to Germany or other European
About
countries?
Germany, you see, Germans are producing cars in majority,
Right.
and it's not a competition because you see they are making cars in the factories which are in Poland, also in the western, near to the west our border, and we have many producers who are selling the car parts to these factories and elements to fabricate these cars. So we have very good economic cooperation with Germany, and also that's the part of our success that we have a very rich neighbor. It's good to have, in general in life, to have good neighbors. Yes, we have one bad neighbor, which is Russia, but we have very good neighbor, which is Germany. And you see, with Germans, if you learn the rules and you follow the rules in economic cooperation, you can win a lot. And that's also why we can say that we are a backstage for the German economy, and also the part of our success that we can achieve this opportunity, that we have rich neighbor who is making very expensive goods, and they need products to make these goods, and our companies deliver it.
So mostly what products export to the Africa right now? What kind of Polish?
Medical stuff, medical stuff, food, machines, agricultural machines, car machines, the stuff for industry, also the car parts, the system to transformation, the motors of cars from oil to gas, the green technologies, and also many other specialized issues, which sometimes you can even not imagine. We have a company which make the locks for the doors, for example, in trams or in buses. They think that most of people use it, but they even don't imagine that is specialized production for this kind of little things. Yes, we are specialists of making things that are too little to exist in the imagination of people, but which are useful in many other productions.
I see. So probably Poland is much cheaper labor than Germany, you know. So
Yes,
that
yes, about twice.
cheap labor
About
can
twice.
make advantage. And now Ukrainian immigrants, a lot of Ukrainian immigrants. So Poland can have more cheaper labors. Is that good for economy?
Definitely, you see, definitely it works like this. But our labor is the worth of our labor is increasing every year. So we are not so cheap like before. But you are right. That was the motor of our economy for about 20 years. Now with Ukrainian migrants, we can use this kind of factor. But you see, the cheap labor, that's the factor for the beginning, for the first development. But when the country of cheap labor is succeeding, is achieving success, the labor become more expensive. So that's the strategy for 20, maybe 30 years, and after there is a time to make a change. And in Poland case, this change started in about 2010, 2015. And like before, we were making the cheap things, then we started to make high value things. And now we are in this kind of situation when I deal in Africa, that our products are much expensive than products made in China or India or even in Turkey, with the country which the labor is twice or 3 times cheaper than in Poland. But our products are high value, the quality is the same like the German or Italian products or French products, and even sometimes better, but still is a little bit cheaper. So we specialize in doing doing high quality things, and we are making this kind of evolution from the cheap labor country to high quality products country. Yes, and I think we are doing it very well.
So you said Polish products are much better quality than India or Chinese products, but the price may not be cheaper.
Definitely, the price is higher. The price is higher. Of course, I cannot sell about every product from China or India. There are some products which are very good also. But in majority, if we say of all economy, Polish products, the quality of Polish products is higher, much higher than the Chinese Indian, higher than Turkish, which Turkish products are strongly present in Africa. And also they are more expensive. We are on the top level, like the products from, as I said, from Germany, from United States, from Italy. And we are still a little bit cheaper from this kind of goods from Western world, and that's the opportunity. But we don't compete with everybody. If I have many times in Africa this kind of problem that people comes and say that he is buying some cameras or other stuff from China, and I talk to him, okay, I will not offer any competitive issue for you, because if the low price is the main factor, we will not compete with it. If you want to buy something which is good, which you will not lose a lot of money in maintenance of it, we can sell it to you, and it will be a little bit cheaper than products from the Western countries. But so you see, we are in the middle.
Right. So you are working in Africa. Maybe you have also similarly any Polish promoting business in Asia or Middle East countries or other
Definitely we have a lot
America,
of-
South America.
We have, you see, the most of our offices are in Europe. There are some offices in Asian country. Asia is the second continent, because the continent of very high, very rapid growth. So there are the markets which are increasing, and in the future, according to economics, Asian economics will surpass European. So we have to be present there. Then also we are present strongly in United States, after in Africa, and after in South America. South America, because of the distance, is the less important continent. Then Africa, because you see the GDP of all Africa is only 4 times GDP of Poland. So Polish GDP is 25% of all African GDP. So it shows something, yes. In Asia, we cannot say that we are, I think, even 10% of economy of all Asia, maybe not even less. So it means that Asian markets are strongly important. African market are additional market.
Let's see. How did you see European Union, the policy, migration policy? They become more restricted, or How did you see
It come more restricted. It come more restricted, and in a long term is a mistake. It's became more restrictive because of the demand of people who are voting. The continent became more and more old, and old people want security, and they are afraid of newcomers. And also, you see, when we see the newcomers who come illegally, they are young men, and a lot of young men in every society, if they don't have a work, they make a criminal activity. But people don't understand that if we will make a restrictive legal migration, there will come more of illegal migrants, and the opposite way. If the legal migration will be easier, we will have the migrants who represent by themselves good quality as a people. Yes, so
right?
if we will ease a little bit legal migration, we will have people who make the profession that we need. Also, that the question in European economy, the population is getting old. We have a shortage in some kind of profession, in construction, in taking care of old people, the infirmers, the doctors, etc. So we need to ease the migration, especially for people from this kind of professions, and also you see, also for ordinary people who have children, yes, because we are during the demographic crisis, yes, and we have a retire system that the people who are working are paying for those who are unretired, yes. And if the number of people unretired in future will increase and the number of those who are working will decrease because there are no children, we will have an enormous problem. So the answer for our problems is not to make tough the access to Europe. No, it's even to make it easier, but for those people who want to work and who have some kind of skills that they can use here, and they are not only the high intellectual skills or other issues. No. Especially in physical works, people who want to work hard, who want to make qualification and do the things that we need. In Poland, for example, we have a about 30 years tradition of Vietnamese migration. And the migrants of Vietnam are, for Polish people, are well seen because you see in their lifestyle they are almost invisible. They don't make any problems. They don't fight. They don't make a criminal activity, which the little criminality is another issue. They make their own business, restaurants. They are working, and the Polish people appreciate it. Yes, and you see, I think that in many cases the migration can be beneficial.
And I agree with you. The migration cannot be ignored because, as you said, either legal or illegal way, immigration will be there because of the reality, the low rate of birth in Europe. Many European young people, they did not produce babies. That is the reality in Europe. And you said when European Union restricted legally immigration, and you said there will be illegal immigrant will increase, right? That is a reality. I agree with you. But maybe Poland did not have a lot of African immigrants, right? You have full of Ukrainian immigrants. So.
Ukrainian and not only. After the start of the beginning of the war, we start to have a lot of migrants from post-Soviet countries. From Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. They come to Poland. They even don't speak Polish. They speak Russian in most cases. but there are some similarities, so we can understand each other. And in last 2 years, the number of them increased a lot. Yes, the geographic issues. Yes, we are the strongest post-socialist economy with the most the better, which make the best opportunities for work and have a good life for other people. Yes, so of course, majority of them their goal is to come to the Germany, but many of them come and stay in Poland because they find that because of the language, which is similar, and culturally also a little bit, they feel better here. So many of people that before they were working in Ukraine, they were working in Russia, they came to Poland. And there is also another case.